Morning, morning, morning. Slightly later than I planned to do this today, but you know, such is life. So we've got to roll with it all, haven't we? So I've been talking about resilience the past couple of days. It's going to continue. I'm going to talk about everything that I do so that you know a little bit more about me, about how I work, and maybe how I can help you in the future. So how do I help clients build resilience is a question that probably is the obvious one to answer. So yesterday I covered about like what resilience is, and it's not just about pushing through, it's about building that inner capacity for yourself. And what I essentially do is I will guide you to reclaim your body, your mind, your emotions, your spiritual state in a supportive space. Now, I don't like to say safe spaces because that kind of has become a little bit of a trigger just recently for some people, but it's a supportive space because nobody can do it for you. You can have facilitation, you can have a guide, you can have a mentor, whatever you like, but you need to do the work. And it's not just about the shadow work or the inner work or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes it is that physical manifestation, that things that come up, and we need to work with that. Sometimes it's the causes of what has manifested physically. So it could be an emotional thing, it could be, you know, a past life thing, it could be something that's been genetically handed down, is what I mean through past lives, because we know genetically everything comes down the maternal line. But it's about building that supportive space. So how do I do this? Well, Pilates is a big thing. Pilates helps you to move the body. It helps you to reintegrate what is happening. Soma Lattes is my own branch of, I guess, Pilates mixed with somatic practices. And this is how I have merged kind of the somatic. So Soma just means the body, and merging those practices with Pilates so that we can move things through with movement. I have my one-to-one refocus sessions. It's just like a one-off session where if you feel that your health and wellness, anything to do with that needs an upgrade, a change, a transformation, whatever, then we spend 75 minutes talking and building you a 30-day plan. I have my revitalised plan, which is either a 6 or a 12-week transformation. And again, we can have a one-to-one and discuss whether that is right for you. But it's about moving you through that process. I also have my reset plan, which is 7 weeks online, minimal input from me, but just checking in weekly for accountability. So that's kind of how I work. And Pilates Brunch Live, of course. So if you love that in-person connection, if you've ever been to kind of in-person events and felt like the outsider, or if you have so much going on in life and you don't know where you're going to get like your movement practices, your breathwork practices, a decent meal, great conversation, then come to Pilates Brunch Live, because that is what it's all about. It's about integrating all of that into one on a Sunday morning. I've picked a Sunday because it's a day of the week where generally most people can get things covered for them in the morning and spend half a day just on you. And all of this is how I work about building that resilience, is building that inner capacity so that you have the stuff that you need, the energy, the resources, whatever it is, to go out there and boss your life, to go out there and smash your goals, to go out there and be in business and do the things that you want to do, or just to go out there and live comfortably. And if things are stressing you, or, you know, being thrown at you left, right and centre, as is life right now, you're able to manage those and navigate your way through them a little bit more easily. So how do we do this? Loads and loads of different ways. I'm qualified in multiple therapies, but I'm not here to talk about that. We work through breath work, which is, you know, become very, very popular right now, but there's loads of different ways that we can breathe. Really simple way for you to try right now is just breathing through the nose, nasal breathing. It's a non-stressful breath and it really helps to calm the nervous system. Movement, as I've said, trying to circulate things, move things through the body physically. Slowing down. Now, slowing down isn't just about physically slowing down. It's about what goes on mentally, what's going on emotionally. It's about the whole being. So we work on that. We work on listening. Listening is a really key skill that we seem to have lost quite a lot of. And it's about listening to you, listening to yourself, listening to what's going on within you. Touch therapies do lots of stuff like that when it's needed. Whatever is needed, really. We work with you and what you need, because every one of you hi to Marie and Kirsty that's watching. Every one of you out there is an individual, so it's never a one size fits all. Yes, you can have blueprints and plans and all the best things put in place, but actually no one knows how you're going to respond to that because you are unique. And what I want to do is create a nurturing kind of space. Now, I'm not talking about like hand holding and things like that. It's about creating an environment for you to do what you need to do in that supportive space that's not overwhelming, because no one needs more things on their to-do list. I mean, if you saw my to-do list right now, you know, they're never ending. Things get added all the time. No one needs more stuff on that. And what I want to promote is that emotional steadiness. So as I've said, the easiest way to describe it is you feel like you're on a roller coaster with faulty brakes and you don't know how to stop it, don't know how to get off. I can help you to navigate that a little bit better so that you know when to put the brakes on and you know how to do that. And also to get that physical groundedness. So I'm not just talking about going out and standing on the ground. I'm talking about building that inner resilience, building that focus, building that energy up inside through ionic flow, so that you have the ability to do all of these things for you, because it is about you at the end of the day. It's not about that hour that you spend with a therapist, because, you know, there's 24 hours in a day. You go like to therapy once a week, and this is what I always used to find. If you haven't done your homework and things in between and worked on yourself, then that hour is, you know, insignificant. It's a drop in the ocean. So this is how I work with clients. This is how I help you to build resilience. If you have any questions at all or any comments, please pop them down below and I will get back to you. But go on and enjoy your day and this beautiful sunshine. Bye for now.